gentlemen, just a big welcome from me for the players and everybody else here. We haven't done this for a few years, and the reasons we haven't done it for a few years, we haven't dared to. I think it's not been a great run over the last few years, but this year has been. So we felt we would reinstate this event, welcome all the players and the staff and fans and sponsors to the event. So we've reinstated it, and I think that's overdue, frankly, because good season or bad season, there's an awful lot of people to thank, recognise and indeed celebrate. So we're going to do that tonight, and we're going to have a damn good time. So everybody, most welcome, and thank you for coming out, and let's have a good time, because this season we damn well deserve it.
Round of applause for that, absolutely. And you say there, Lee, that we deserve it, and we absolutely do. How would you summarise this season? It's been a roller coaster, but we've got so many positives to take from it.
Well, progressive. I think when we, Ben will be on the screen later on, but Ben and I discussed the season at the beginning, and we felt the squad were capable of making an assault on the playoffs, and we have. It's only been the last week where we've fallen away a little bit with three losses, I think, and one win, which has taken it away from us. But we came very close, and so we're very pleased with that, and it creates a platform for us for next season, and we can go in there with renewed confidence.
I agree, and I think everyone in the room will agree as well, that for the 24 and 25 season coming up, we've got some great foundations to build on. An exciting time to be a Walsall fan and to be a part of this club. What are you looking forward to and looking towards now for next season?
Well, I've said you build foundations and stability, and Matt knows every time Matt and I speak, we talk about stability, and I think that's really important, and this club has got it. There's some bloody awful clubs in League One and League Two, and we're not one of them. We're one of the very good clubs, and we can build on the foundations that we've created, particularly since the American involvement and Ben's involvement in the club. We've all seen the locker and the stadium developments, and that's tremendous, and so I'm looking forward to that. I think stability of the squad is really important. And I think the clubs coming into our league are not as powerful as the ones leaving it. And I suspect that next season will be an even better one for Walsall Football Club, and that's what we anticipate.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And finally, Lee, before you do leave us, there's been some amazing moments this season, plenty of them. Are there any that stand out to you that were a turning point where you noticed that this is a new Walsall team, a new Walsall family, and we're finally going somewhere?
Well, I think a few things stand out. Let's not forget, I think the crowds are the best for 16 years. Let's not forget, the crowds are the best for 16 years. There aren't many chairmen or co-chairmen who will stand in front of a gathering of this nature and be able to say that's the case. So I think the crowd has been the best I have known since I was chairman. 5 years ago I took over as chairman, and over 2 years co-chairman. This is by far and away the best support we've had over that period of time. So that stands out for me. Also the fact that this squad has beaten all the teams that have been promoted. And I know when we played Wrexham, all of our American investors were over. That was a great night. I mean, I really, really enjoyed the Wrexham game. I enjoyed the performance, and I enjoyed beating Wrexham, frankly. So that was great, and so that stands out. And there's been some really, really good performances, some really good games, and I just feel the momentum of the club and the positive feel about the club is more than I've known it for a number of years, which is why we go into next season with a real drive and a real ambition, which is well founded.
Well, I'm sure we can all agree that we've got something very exciting to look forward to for next season. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for co-chairman Lee Conlett. From one co-chairman to another. Sadly, Ben Boycott couldn't be here this evening. However, he has recorded a very special message for us. Let's check it out.
Good evening, everyone. Sorry I can't be there with you in person this evening, but happy to be able to share a few words this way, and then be short and sweet and let you get on with your evening. So just like to express how proud I am of everybody involved in the football club, from the players to the staff, supporters, sponsors. It's been a great season overall. Made some really great progress this year, both on and off the field. It's the most wins, the most goals scored we've had, I believe, in some while, in almost a decade, I believe. Best finishing position in League Two since we came down into it in 2019. And so some real positive signs of progress, and so many who've worked together to make that possible. Now, of course, we'll all feel disappointed over the opportunity that slipped away in the last few weeks, and it's right. It's right that we feel that way. Of course it is. But the perspective that has to sit above that disappointment is that genuinely we've made some outstanding strides this year. Had a good season, and perhaps most importantly, have a great foundation to build on going into next season. And so just this evening, I'd like to say a quick word of congratulations to everybody being recognized, our supporters of the season, our long service award winners, community champions, and of course, the players who are being honored as well. It's all of us together making this happen. So congratulations to everybody being honored, and thank you to everybody who has worked so hard over the course of this season. So lastly, just final word of thanks and congratulations to our players and our staff. I know how hard you work at the training ground. The work that you put in when nobody's looking is outstanding. And I think we should take that momentum and carry it forward into next year. View 2024 off season as a brief interlude before we come back together in a few months' time and attack it again. So have a great evening. Enjoy the food and drink. Congratulations to everyone being recognized. And I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Thank you.
We as a club are very fortunate to have such loyal and hard-working staff here at the club. With this in mind, we'd like to welcome members of the Walsall FC staff onto stage one by one to accept the Long Service Award. In no particular order, could we please give a round of applause for Andrew Thomas. Also to Tracy Thomas. Richard Varley. And Mandy Llewellyn. That's why your food tasted so good this evening. Kevin Neal. Brian Taylor. And finally, a man we all know, Gary Shaw. All well deserved, and thank you very, very much for all of your service. We are very fortunate at the club to have so many incredible people behind the scenes representing us here at Walsall that make up one huge family. So without further ado, we'd like to announce the winners of Fan of the Season. First of all, Josh Rayner. And secondly, Freya Hemming. Wow, one more round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. The champion is someone who grew up here in Walsall, at Walsall Wood, and was a season ticket holder with his dad in the 1980s and 1990s. They began their coaching journey as a volunteer with the foundation 25 years ago, and their love for coaching grew from there. They have since been instrumental in supporting grassroots clubs across the Black Country, becoming an FA tutor and mentoring thousands of local coaches and young people in the process. The opportunity to support aspiring young coaches has ultimately led to them becoming a lead tutor on the football coaching degree at Wolverhampton University. In addition to the expected tutor responsibilities, they have supported coaches into work placements, paid employment, and supported them from mental health stands as well, along with the individuals that applies to. Their extra effort also extends to the support of Walsall FC's Academy and the foundation with student placements, and they offered them their first support and mentorship to the staff and club through the Black Country Coaches Club. Here he is the epitome of a football coach, developer, and always goes above and beyond the expected role. Ladies and gentlemen, that may have been a mouthful, but it was worth every single word. Please welcome our community champion, Russ Smith.
Thank you very much, folks. It's an honour. Thank you very much for the foundation and the great work they do. Obviously, helping out young people to take the lead is something I'm keen to do, and more of that, and people from Walsall, hopefully it'll last for a long time more on. Thank you.
This season has been no exception. Matt Sadler and the management team have all led by example, alongside the players who have all contributed some memorable exchanges with fans, individuals and communities over the course of the season. This year's PFA Community Player of the Year is someone who has been involved in organising a variety of visits throughout the campaign. He has always been available for visits and helped promote health, education, participation and inclusivity in doing so, and with this particular has engaged with the club's Trevella funded project entitled Assist to Achieve. He's a great role model and we're very fortunate to have him here at the club. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023-24 PFA Community Player of the Year is none other than Donovan Daniels. This year's winner has had an impressive season, to say the least, providing consistent and energetic performances throughout. His speed and acceleration is a nightmare for the opposition, and his performances haven't gone unnoticed. As he has also received a healthy amount of Man of the Match awards over the course of the campaign, this individual recently committed his future to the club, and we're looking forward to having him more here next season. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your 1888 Player of the Season, Liam Gordon. Please welcome Darren Byfield and Gary Waddock.
Sorry, I can't make it up the stairs with his dodgy knee, so that's why we're down here. Okay, I'd like to pass over to Darren Byfield to announce the award.
I'll lead you into it, Darren, don't worry. Okay, so to present this award, as we mentioned, two men who are synonymous with Walsall Football Club, especially this season. There's one man, however, who has stood out from the rest from goal scoring up front, notching no more than 15 goals in all competitions this season, which included some sublime efforts along the way. We spoke to this individual during our Easter opening training session last season. He always said that he'd love to reach double figures for goals before the end of that season. Well, this time he surpassed that target with flying colours. Let's remind ourselves of some of the goals that this man scored this season. Some goals there that I'm sure you in your time, Darren, would have been proud of. Okay, well, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Isaac Hutchinson. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage your head coach, Matt Sadler. Well, it's safe to say that we've had quite a few goals this season, Matt, and we've been treated to some absolute bangers along the way. And, I mean, there's been several standout moments for the club, haven't there, especially here at home?
Yeah, there's been loads. I've just seen who's won it. I'm glad we didn't see all these shots of the one who's won it, because that would have gone on for a while longer than the last bit went on for. But you want me to, as we said before, speak about the season on the whole, and I think in terms of where we're at and where we've moved forward on, I think it's been great, really progressive season. Chairman said the same in his bit. I think in terms of having this evening tonight, it's a proud moment for me to stand here in front of you guys. And Chairman, how many years did you say it had been since the last time that we've done this? 5 or 6 seasons. So it's been a while since we've last been in front of all of you guys on an evening celebrating in terms of a better season than in recent years. I think it's great that we get to celebrate people like Mandy. Delighted that she had the biggest award of the night. If we could do it again, she's just there. If we could give her again, no. But there are some incredible people who work at this football club. Before we come on to the players and my staff, I think it's amazing that we've got an academy table on the evening tonight, and we'll come on to some of them guys in a moment. But in terms of what we're trying to do, we're trying to bring everyone at the football club together. That's sponsors, that's staff, that's players, that's the academy, that's people working in the back office. James, I was going to say you, but because of that video, I'm going to miss you, mate. You've done all right until then this evening, mate. You did great. But in terms of everyone, I want to bring the whole football club together, and that was my mission from the start of it. So I have to, for those reasons, be delighted with attendances going up, all that sort of stuff. It's great, it's brilliant to see. It's right as well that I talk about my staff and say thanks to you guys. Again, you don't often get moments to stand in front of you and say thank you for your efforts this season. It's been there's been some brilliant times. There's been some times when we've had to dig deep, and you have been there throughout all of that with me, sat in that office together. So thank you guys for that. And then in terms of the players, I think sat in front of me here, chaps, obviously you don't get to see what goes on behind when we're at the training ground. Sat in front of me here are a group of people that love being with each other. They didn't enjoy being with each other on the coach last night, but they enjoyed being with each other for the majority of the season, and yous have been a pleasure to work with from minute one. We've got a group of people that want to get better, want to improve, and I think it's right that I end on that, in that, of course, listen, we're happy that the season's progressed. I'm not happy with 11th in the division, yous aren't happy with 11th in the division. no one in this room is going to be happy with 11th in the division. So the task for us now is to make it better, and how we make it better. But in terms of the group that we've got, I don't think we could have a better group to move forward with. So again, a round of applause for the players. I think they've been brilliant.
I mean, there's some bangers in there, isn't there, ladies and gentlemen? So, Matt's going to announce the winner, but first of all, in third place, we have Isaac Hutchinson for his free kick against Wrexham. In joint second place, we have Donovan Daniels and Oisin McKenty for their strikes against Sutton and Notts County, respectively. And Gaffer in first place.
And in first place, Isaac Hutchinson.
That was for his huge strike against Colchester.
What was that, Gores?
Apprentice of the season. If I could please ask Rob Williams to join us on stage.
He's shown a fantastic attitude and work ethic during the first year as a full-time scholar, and he's also made his senior debut earlier on in the season at the age of just 16. This individual continues to thrive and strive, having made 3 season appearances with the first team, and he's also been training with the first team on regular as well. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your apprentice of the season, Dylan Thomas.
No. This year has seen one of our first year scholars make his senior international debut at the age of just 17. Having joined the club at age 16, he's shown a fantastic attitude towards development with consistent high-level performances. Following his call-up to the St Kitts and Nevis senior squad for their game in Italy versus San Marino. Made his international debut on the 24th of March in a 0-0 draw. We're extremely proud of this achievement and we look forward to seeing more of him in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Caden Bennett.
I'd like to say thank you for obviously the award and the recognition, and it's a big achievement for me and my family, but I'm very happy to obviously receive it and many more to come hopefully.
In third place, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Jackson Smith. In second place, Liam Gordon. The winner for the Players of the season is Brandon Conley.
It's about time I get a bit of recognition. Thank you, boys. No, it really means a lot coming from the boys. Obviously, we wanted to get more out of the season, but you know, it's been a positive, and hopefully next year we build on it. And yeah, cheers. Thank you, boys.
And after totalling up all of the votes, we can now confirm the top 3. In third place for Young Player of the Season, we have David Akagwe.
In second place, we have Oisin McKenty. And in first place, I don't even need the script for this, one of the most influential young lads that I've seen at this club since I've been a fan my whole life. And he has been great to get to know. His banter is always the best in the dressing room, and he's a damn good goalkeeper. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Jackson Smith.
Just don't sing. Apologies. No, thank you very much for this. Really appreciate it. And want to say to the boys especially, I had quite a tough year personally, like outside of football, and you boys have all got me through that over the Christmas period. So no, thank you to everyone that's sat there. Thank you.
In third place, the supporters player of the season is Brandon Conley. In second place, we have Liam Gordon, a player who pops up with moments of magic in key moments and someone who has continued to develop as the season has gone on. Ladies and gentlemen, your supporters player of the season goes to Isaac Hutchinson.
Right. No, I just want to say thank you. Firstly to the boys. I've not been the easiest person to deal with at times, probably, they would say. So I've just got to thank them for accepting me and allowing me to be myself, and the staff as well for backing me, putting their trust in me always, and allowing me to do what I do best. And thank you to the fans as well for voting for this, and I really appreciate it.
One more round of applause for Isaac Hutchinson, ladies and gentlemen.